Alrighty, it is bright and early on a Monday morning, and the stock market is it's a little dead this morning. A lot of fears of what happened over the weekend, especially in the Middle East, and I think typically Monday is always a slow day for volume, in general. But this morning pre-market is just extremely just dead. When I say dead, I mean it's a hard, it's even more dead than a zombie, pretty much. Alright, so a couple things we're going to be talking about in this video. And then we're going to be, obviously, let's go over firstly if there's any Mullen updates at all. And then we'll go over the charts, and then we'll have a talking point for this video. Firstly, anyone who's watching these videos, much appreciation. I think we gained a new sexy sub over the weekend, so we're at 16 awesome sexy subs now. Appreciate anyone watching, and also anyone who is subscribed. If you are getting any value out of this content whatsoever, please thumbs this video up and think about subscribing. But let's go ahead and kick it off here. So, market cap below 35 mil. I do want to make a separate video just talking about the market cap, but I believe we're on day 20 now. I ended up posting this video, when is this? March 18th, 2020, yes, March 18th, last month. That was the first day that Mullen broke the 35 mil market cap officially, or rather closed below the 35 mil market cap. So, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of talk out there, and there's a lot of nonsense on both sides. And my standpoint on Mullen is I'm kind of in the middle, because if Mullen drops epic news, then as a trader, key word here, trader, because I'm a trader of stocks. Mullen is not my be-all, be-all. You're a trader of stocks. If a stock drops good news, there's a very good way that you can make money. It's called being a trader. Obviously, if Mullen drops amazing news and you throw money at it, and you are up 100, 200%, or even if you're up by 20, 30%, I'm not sorry for saying the statement, but you're being an idiot if you don't start taking some profits, because that is what being a trader is. Like I said in my first video that I uploaded, Mullen made me a day trader, and also a trader in general. And this ended up starting in my trading career last year, when I had to sell my humongous bag that I was holding right after the first reverse stock split. And I'm like, all right, F this. I'm never doing this ever again. I'd rather become a trader. And that is what I am. So I'm a independent thinker about Mullen. There's a lot of Mullen bulls out there that are still calling for a epic short squeeze so they can potentially get back all their money. That's very unlikely, because I did make a previous video talking about potentials, but everything comes down with news. If Mullen doesn't get news, nothing's going to end up happening. That's the reality of it. Then there's a lot of people that are complete bears and just complete, I want to say extremists, but then again, there's extremists on both sides. You got your bulls extremists that is calling for a mother of all short squeeze that just cannot, first of all, fundamentally happen, let alone technical analysis, TA, happen. Then you got your people who are extremists on the other end that are talking about potential bankruptcy, potential everything else. Could that happen? Sure. Anything is possible. Can a mother of all short squeeze happen? Sure. Anything can happen. Is it likely? It's very unlikely for that scenario to really play out. And when I say a mother of all short squeeze, I mean Mullen squeezing in the hundreds, thousands. That's unrealistic. Can Mullen go bankrupt? Kind of like who's the other EV company? Fisker. I don't think that's how I pronounce them. Well, what ended up happening was that company ended up fisting a bunch of people up their bum, which was terrible if you were a shareholder in that company holding a position. But I am a independent thinker. I have a very small position currently in Mullen, and the reason why that I have a small position is just because I'm making content on Mullen, and I kind of feel a little guilty if I don't. But these videos are not any way, shape, and form telling people to buy shares or sell shares or whatever. I'm just literally making content on Mullen. Last month, we were in a better situation than we are now. But let's go ahead and go over some stuff, and we'll talk why. All right, so right now there's no news. It's a little past 8 o'clock in the morning. There's no news at all, Eastern Standard Time. Go figure, no Mullen news. David Mitchery didn't buy any shares. That's not a shocker. No new SEC filings have been issued. That's not bad, or that's not good. I posted something on X, and I said that Mullen is not in a good position. We already broke the all-time low. All-time low, that is just a kick in the nuts. All of our support today is below the all-time low. So if the market is going to completely take a nosedive because of this stuff happening in the Middle East, it's not looking good. I mean, if we go down 10% on Mullen today, you're talking 10%. I'm a marketing major, not a math major. Plus, I drank a ton of alcohol throughout my 20s. But 10% could basically pretty much be something like this. We could potentially hit not only the S3, which is terrible, but we could even go below the S3. Then we're basically just free falling after that. That would not be a good day. And I'm hoping and praying that does not happen. If anything, if we don't get news out there, maybe we can do something like this. That would just be better than any of this. But if we do get news, today is the day to drop collection of revenue, if there is any collection of revenue. And also today is the day to drop a production update. So just anything to really keep it above this S1, the pivot level. And also just, I got really nothing. But if we go ahead to the daily time frame, each one of these candlesticks is 5 minutes on this time frame. Let's go ahead to the daily time frame. We see each one of these candlesticks is 1 day. Like I was saying, when I started making Mullen content last month, and for anyone who saw those videos, I actually had a larger position in Mullen, close to about 12 grand that I was swinging, and I was looking at this. Come on. I was looking at this area from a trader's point of view. If you look at this area, we were forming pretty much a bottom. The moving averages, these are exponential moving averages. The moving averages pretty much was caught up for the first time in this area. The moving averages actually caught up to the stock. That is extremely good. We have not had something like this happen to Mullen, and you're talking about a year, because massive dilution was pretty much happening. But people can argue saying we never created a true bottom, and that's also very true because we ended up selling off completely. So yeah, I mean, it's the complete opposite happened of what I was thinking. Me personally, I was thinking maybe we would get a production update once we were in this area. But we didn't get any news for 2 weeks, and the news that Mullen put out was complete fluff news. And because of the fluff news, we just ended up falling off a cliff completely, creating a waterfall, and that's what's pretty much ended up happening. Obviously, if the opposite happened, well, I mean, it's I would have ended up making some juicy profits, and so would a lot of other people as well. But that's... What do you want me to do? I'm not God. I can't predict. I don't know what's going to end up happening. I mean, I can make predictions off moving averages, And then if we pull up the Keltner channel, which is extremely well to use on the daily time frame, it is not looking good. Like I've said many times before, everything runs on news for Mullen. We either get news or we don't. If we do get news, if it's not the right news, then it's whatever. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. I'm just here to basically document some stuff of what I see. I can go ahead and talk about other stocks as well all day long, but yeah, it's either going to be whatever. I totally forgot what I was going to talk about for this video for a talking point. I'm actually gonna get something to drink really quickly. Then maybe my memory might come back. Okay, so I actually remembered what I was gonna talk about. So check this out here. This is a Webull, and also using the Webull top gainers scanner on pre-market right now. So every single day, and by all means, if you want to use a free scanner, and I'm not being sponsored for this video whatsoever, but Webull has the best scanner ever. And you have a pre-market, you have a daily, you have an after-hours scanner. On the flip side, you also have top gainers, top losers. It is the best scanner you can ever imagine. So, all right, every single day, there are stocks that run. Oh, excuse me. Some orange juice actually just restarted my memory. Not to mention, I did drink a little bit this weekend too, so my soon-to-be 36-year-old brain, it's a little slow. Big partier throughout my 20s. Only drink maybe once or twice out of the week now, but still. Anyways, every single day you got top gainers that run every single day. Momentum plays. If you are a trader, a day trader, you're literally looking for chart patterns. I mean, this is. Here's a prime example. We're on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute. We got the VWAP. Let's go ahead and take off some stuff here. Take off the VWAP. Just by using moving averages, exponential moving averages, you can see a great chart set up here, and you can play these breakout strategies. Some go well and some don't. It's day trading. Is it gambling? Sure. Some people call it gambling. I don't believe it's gambling. I actually hate gambling. Whenever I go to a casino, I actually just drink and eat food. I actually don't gamble. But you have a better chance of making money doing a breakout strategy than you actually would at a blackjack table. Unless you are a professional blackjacker. I don't really know. But anyways, point that I was saying, every single day you have stocks that move. Every single day. Right now it's completely dead. Typically, in pre-market, you have stocks up. You have at least one or two or three up about 100%. With all the BS happening right now, it's not going well. The volume is definitely very skewed and very slow. But as you see, if you scroll back on a lot of these stocks are moving on news. Because every stock moves on news, especially a low floats. Where are you? Come on, can you guys see this? Or maybe you can, maybe you can't. Hang on, let's go here. Where the hell are you? Okay, there we go. Low float, as you're seeing right here, right? Market cap 4.67. I mean, Mullen's market cap is not that low, but still, you have a low market cap. We're moving. Low market cap, low float equals pumpy volume, pumpy squeeze equals you make money. Trading stocks, momentum trading. As you see, a higher market cap like this probably isn't going to be getting 100. Maybe it's. I mean, it could. But obviously, if your market cap is like billions of dollars, like a stock like Palantir, I highly doubt it's going to end up going up by like 100 or 200% in a day. Market cap is just too big. But a small market cap like Mullen, like this stock, you get the right news, it's going to move. I mean, that's how it's going to end up happening. But if you zoom out on a lot of these stocks, they just go sleep. Penny stocks typically just go to sleep. They go to sleep with no news, and you can pretty much see it, right? There's really There's nothing happening. We go down, we go up, we pump, we dump. There's no news at all. And then out of a blink of an eye, the company drops news and the stock starts igniting. Absolutely just igniting. So the whole thing about Mullen is that, can something significant happen? Sure. But it's once again, I used to be a long-term bag holder in Mullen all throughout 2022, and I learned a valuable lesson. Firstly, Mullen is not the only stock in the U.S. stock market. Secondly, the poor leadership that Mullen has given to us is absolutely just it's highway robbery. Every single one of those board members should be indicted, including David Mitchery. Absolutely just embarrassed. But Mullen's not going to do anything spectacular without news, and that's a harsh reality. So is Mullen just going to go to sleep until something happens? I honestly don't know. I do want to make a separate video on the 35 mil market cap rule. Maybe the NASDAQ isn't even going to blink at Mullen. Maybe Mullen only cares about being over $1. And if that's true, then the market cap's going to go down even lower. And if Mullen does drop news, well, then we're going to probably, if it's the right piece of news. But once again, you got to know yourself. Are you a trader, or are you still thinking like, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you straight up, this company is not investable. Mullen is not a investable company. Is it a tradable company with news? Yeah, absolutely. Mullen drops great news. Prime example, reverse stock split happened. I ended up trading this news this entire day. Mullen ran about 130 something percent and then ended up crashing down. I ended up taking a humongous day trade that day. And then I sold for a nice luxurious profit. I am a trader. And that's where you gotta know yourself. But if anyone is watching these videos that what the hell did I just do? I got so many stupid I've been following Mullen for a while. If anyone watching this video is not a trader and is still a long-term holder in Mullen, just understand that every bad trade comes with a lesson. And I've learned a lot of things about Mullen. I've learned a lot about trading. I've learned a lot about price action. And you gotta take a lesson from Mullen. The lesson is that if you're not good at knowing charts, then you gotta take the initiative to understand price action and understand how charts work. Everything goes off charts. We can sit here all day and talk about fundamental analysis, but fundamental analysis goes hand to hand with technical analysis. And if you're not good at technical analysis, but you're good at fundamental analysis, that's awesome. There are billionaires that go ahead and find wonderful companies out there, but the companies that they find out there are companies like Apple, Verizon, AT&T, it's Nvidia, it's so many more companies out there, right? I mean, it sucks, but Mullen is just a typical startup little penny stock. So I don't mean to be sounding like a doom and gloomer, and I also don't mean to be sounding like a raging bull. I'm in the middle right now. I'm looking at things from both sides, and unless we get news, this stock is just gonna not really do a whole lot. So let's hope and pray that we get the news we really need to kind of keep us above this all-time low push in the dirt, and we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I'll continue to make daily update videos, and for anyone watching, thank you. All right, take it easy, y'all. Have a good day.